The question is, well, the comment is, it's just an amazing film, and it seems to flow just so effortlessly, but yet you mentioned it, you began working on it in 2004. What were the challenges in getting to the final product?
Well, really, I mean, as we stand here now, it's exactly a year since we were in our first week of shooting. So for all the time, time that it took to get to that point, then it was like really any other film in the sense that, now you're in production, you have your finance and so on. Then, so by that token, it was all executed in its own way. We had 50 days of shooting, mostly in South Australia, and then a week in London. And then the post-production was, I like to edit my films at home, so I got to do that, and then went to London to finish the sound and so on. Being a co-production between England and Australia, it's a little complicated. So yeah, it was a normal production, post-production flow once we had the money. Getting to that point.
I'd like to add, I think that's a very good point you made about the flow of the film. The thing that I felt when I saw it for the first time, after all the work that we put in, was the fluidity of it. And I think, again, the way Scott put the film together in terms of, it has got a flow and a fluidity, and it's very delicately put together. It's not, the scenes, they don't sort of slowly begin, get to a point, settle, and give you time. It's a bit like life. The thing flows forward, and I find the film very moving at very unusual times, sometimes in very small details, but I think that is largely to do with the beautiful way the whole thing's been put together, and with the music and everything else.
Yeah, the music, I mean, the composer, Hal Linders, was formerly guitarist with Dire Straits, and so his beautiful score is obviously very important, along with a number of songs that I was privileged to use by Sigur Rós, the Icelandic band, who created a feel that I wanted for the film, and they generally never allow people to use their music. So I was, I went to Reykjavik and I screened the film for them, and I said, please, and they loved the movie. So it was the music was very important. And I'd also like to mention my editor, Scott Gray, who was resolute and again stood by me through many months of work, obviously.